It is Friday, September 22nd, 2023. I'm producer Alex.
I'm Jules.
And I'm Owen.
And this is Studio 595. Welcome back to episode 2 of season 2 of Studio 595. This is the last day of summer, and so hence we have a fall-themed episode for you guys to bring in the new season for a second time, given that we introduced season 2 last episode. But hence, given that tomorrow is the first day of fall, that is why this episode is called
Fall Follies. Guess who came up with that? You don't have to, because I'll tell you it was me.
I kind of caught you off guard by introducing the episode title to you, Jules. But welcome back to the show. We're going to have a very fun fall-based episode this week. And so I wanted to open by asking Owen and Jules here, what are your favorite fall activities? Like, what kind of rings in fall for you?
Hiking is a big one. Hiking, I know pumpkin patch is a stereotypical one, but that's not one I haven't done pumpkin patch in a while. But definitely hiking, and
go to Washington Farms.
I'm going to this year. I'm going to go to Washington Farms. That's the plan.
Not sponsored by Washington Farms.
Not sponsored by Washington Farms.
Yeah,
but not that we would. They're really cool. You should
not
go to.
That we would mind if you gave us money.
Simply a recommendation.
No. I mean,
simply a recommendation.
Yeah. If you like pumpkin patches, if you like fun fall activities with the family, go to Washington Farms.
Yeah.
They have a corn maze.
Also, Owen and I agree with hiking, because you can happily be outside for several hours a day without the risk of the sun burning you to death.
Nice leaves make a good sound when you walk on them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jules, what do you like to do during fall?
I guess hiking, but also more going on walks, just because, like y'all said, I can go outside without melting.
Because it's cloudy too.
Yes.
So in addition to hiking and walking, what else comes to mind when you think of fall?
Snails.
Good fashion, because...
Hold on. So snails. Why?
They'll
get you.
Don't specify what that means at all.
No. Sweaters. Sweaters are a big one that I really enjoy.
Okay.
I have an awesome
yes,
sweater.
Sweaters. We all agree that is the key fashion piece of any fall outfit.
Oh yeah.
Sweaters, hoodies, but normally zip up hoodies, because you can
Yes.
Is a hoodie a sweatshirt? Is that what it'd be without a zipper? Is a hoodie?
See, you bring up a good point, because I never understood. Like, I can understand a sweater, I can understand a hoodie. The whole sweatshirt thing is where
I think a hoodie is one with a zipper, and a sweatshirt is a hoodie without a zipper.
I think a sweatshirt is a hoodie without a hood.
You're right.
The definition
You're right
above me.
There's that, but I think Jules is right. I'm calling it right now.
If I'm not right, put a big dunce hat on me and call me dumb. Put me in the timeout corner.
Jules we don't know. They might be wrong.
I might be a genius.
Who knows?
I might be a genius.
If Jules is correct, then we'll put a crown over their head temporarily.
Ooh.
So, yay.
Definitely sweaters. I know scarves are a bit pretentious, but yeah, I think, and you can kind of transition fall into beanies and hats and stuff like that, which is nice.
As
You
an
know
owner
who pulls off a scarf?
Gru.
That's my boy.
Gru can pull off a scarf.
Gru has
I was gonna say
the most insane drip. I'm sorry, continue.
as the owner of multiple scarves, I don't wear it that often. I will say I for as many scarves as I have, and by that I mean like maybe 2 or 3.
That's more than the average.
I don't wear them that often.
So what he's saying, when Alex pulls up with the scarf,
It's serious.
it's a special occasion.
It's a special occasion.
It's a special occasion.
It absolutely is.
Something's about to get
Not even
crazy.
joking. That is absolutely true.
Something-
When Alex shows up to a party
something's
and he's
about
wearing
to
a
get
scarf,
bonkers. Something's gonna.
You know the night will go.
something's
The
gonna go
very
off the
rare
rails.
parties that I go to.
Unless he's wearing the scarf.
unless he's wearing the scarf.
Unless he's wearing the scarf.
It's a
It's like The Mask, the Jim Carrey movie.
Like the mask. All right.
Am I the only one that will kind of hold on to wearing sweaters until the bitter end? Like late spring.
I've been wearing sweaters during summer. Sweaters for me are a year-round thing, but I take them off whenever it gets too hot. But it's socially acceptable in fall, I
I
think.
usually don't wear a lot of sweaters, but unless it's like super cold. But I think that by the time it starts getting warmer, my fashion sense will have like
Can I
adapted
object?
to sweaters. What?
I feel like sweaters are for chilly weather and jackets are for cold weather.
Chilly and cold are the same thing.
So
No,
wait. So define a jacket. This
A jacket is like it's really cold outside and you need a jacket on.
Yeah, but
A jacket
what
could
does it
count.
look like?
Okay,
like a snow jacket.
We're going back to this.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I think a sweatshirt. So a hoodie is something that you put over your head and you
Right,
put it on.
right.
A jacket is something with a zipper.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think-
or button. Would you count buttons as well?
Buttons is more of that's a button up.
Okay.
That's a whole different. You don't call something a zip up. It's a button up.
Some heavy jackets have a zipper and buttons.
Yeah, but that's still it has a zipper.
What? Oh yeah, you're right.
So I think once it gets like into winter, that's when it's jacket season, and fall is sweater season. It's fall, y'all.
It's fall,
It's
y'all.
fall, y'all.
Y'all.
So are there any beverages? Because I know that the key thing is pumpkin spice. I, for one, am a defender of apple cider.
Apple cider's good. This isn't a beverage. This is a spread. But Trader
what?
Joe's pumpkin butter.
Pumpkin butter?
Pumpkin butter.
I haven't tried it.
Get some.
How do
and
you
get like 4 or 5 jars because they sell out and they will be there for like a month and then they're gone for the entire year. So get a jar, and if you like it, go back and buy like 4 or 5 jars because it'll last you into the summer.
What is it? Is it just like peanut butter? But
It's a spread for like bread or bagels
Sandwiches?
or waffles.
So like more
Not
like
for sandwiches.
more like a traditional butter.
Yeah, more like a butter because you're not taking 2 pieces of bread and putting butter on it and then putting them together. I mean,
Right.
unless you want like a weird breakfast, but pumpkin butter is for, you put your toast in the toaster and then you put some pumpkin butter on it. It's a good, but the jars are really small. They're like the size of like a baby food jar.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't make a lot of it. You got to get it quick.
We'll be right back to the show, but first let's go across CCSD with our Can't Miss Minutes as part of our district updates across the community. Congratulations to Miss Amanda Price, Clarke Central High School art teacher, for being named CCSD's Employee of the Month for the month of September. Don't forget that anyone across the CCSD community can nominate an Employee of the Month. Go to bit.ly/CCSDEOM to get your nominee in. And don't forget to put those nominations in by September 30th for your nominee to get their chance at being Employee of the Month for the month of October. Moving on now, congratulations to Cleveland Road Elementary for being named one of 155 literacy leaders by State School Superintendent Richard Woods and the Georgia Department of Education. Cleveland Road was recognized as one of the schools that had a 15% or more increase from 2021-2022 to 2022-2023 Georgia Milestones reading scores, and the school's 29.3% increase was among the highest in the state. Go Bobcats. In other news, the Clarke County Board of Education last week approved a new 5-year strategic plan, and more details on that plan is available on our district website, clarke.k12.ga.us. And finally, as always, don't forget to check out the Better Together newsletter curated by our colleague and friend of the podcast, Scott Thompson. For more information across CCSD and to keep tabs with all the newest information across the district, go to clarke.k12.ga.us for more information. Now back to Owen and Jules and some more Studio 595.
And now for something actually important. BMW, the car manufacturer, is finally taking away the paid subscription for heated seats in Europe, despite the technology for heated seats being built into the cars. Everyone was opposed to this idea and is glad that they are finally getting rid of this option. It is unsure what will happen afterwards, and it is unclear if they will remove the option for Australia as well. The Sony Aibo robot dog is having a foster care program for owners who do not want their robot dogs anymore. Keep in mind, these are $3,000 robot dogs with a $300 subscription plan every year to make sure they keep getting the latest updates and features. This is what one of them looks like. Good for you if you want to spend $3,000 on that. Also included with the fake robot dog is a fake water bowl that it can drink fake water out of. And also included with the subscription service for this robot dog is a subscription to make sure your dog knows where to use the restroom.
New snake drops. Oh yeah, we're going down to South America, where a new snake named Tachymonoides harrisonfordi has been discovered. It's been named to honor Harrison Ford. Can you see their striking resemblance? Struggling to find a topic for the second one, but then I remembered, Florida exists, and there's always something interesting in Florida. Reza Belushi, a 44-year-old man residing in Florida, recently tried to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a vessel that he built. He calls his Bubble. This is Mr. Belushi's fourth attempt at this voyage. He claims to be raising money for the police department, the fire department, the Coast Guard, homeless people, and orphans at the same time. Good for him. I think it's a great cause. I think he's doing the right thing.
Fast food titans McDonald's are reportedly trying to phase out their self-serve drinking machines in their restaurants. First reported by the Illinois-based State Journal Register, and also reported by Business Insider, McDonald's have already indeed begun phasing out their self-serve drink machines in some of the states, including in Illinois and some out west. McDonald's owner-operators cited food safety, theft prevention, and fewer dine-in customers as a whole as reasoning behind the move. Before you go draining out their drink machines, it is important to know that McDonald's will not complete this phasing out of drink machines, self-serve drink machines, until 2032. Also, this will not mean that you can't get refills at McDonald's. You will just simply have to ask at the counter. And finally, 2 major universities within the state of Georgia have been listed within the top public universities in the country. According to college research group Niche and their 2024 top public universities in America list, the Georgia Institute of Technology, aka Georgia Tech, earned the top 3 spot in the list, joining the University of Georgia, who ranked number 9 as standout Georgia public universities. The schools also were ranked within the top colleges in the country, the top 50 colleges in general, regardless of whether being public or private, with Georgia Tech ranking as number 28 and UGA number 49. While the University of California at Los Angeles, UCLA, was ranked number 1 in the public university spot, the Ivy League giants Yale University were named the number 1 college in America. Welcome back to the show, and we thought that we would pay a visit to the new Clarke Central eSports gaming team.
Gaming.
As they prepare with some UGA eSports members on their upcoming competitions.
I'm Finn Gibbs. I'm a senior here at Central.
I'm Charlie Hines, and I am a junior at Clarke Central High School, and I'm the team captain of the esports team there.
My name is Will. I'm a second year at UGA. I'm the vice president of Smash Bros at UGA.
My name is Singh. I am a fourth year at UGA, and I am an assistant TO for the UGA Esports Smash team.
My name is Sean Simpson. I am a teacher here in Clarke County School District, and I'm the head coach of the varsity esports team at Clarke Central High School.
As the digital age grows, there's a lot of people with an interest in video games, and when I heard there wasn't an esports club, I was like, in shock. I thought there was one, but there wasn't, so I made it.
Last March, I received an email from Coach Aiken asking if I would be interested in serving as the head coach of a varsity esports team, and being a gamer myself, I immediately jumped at the opportunity to give students an opportunity to participate on a varsity team and doing what they love.
TJ is the head of esports at UGA.
Shout out to TJ, we love
TJ. TJ Stevens. And Jackson, who is our head of Smash at UGA. And the two of them decided, hey, let's get a group, let's get some people, and we'll just have an open invite, come out, talk to some of the people here, because it's really cool that they have the opportunity. A lot of us didn't have the chance to play in high school as an organized team. I don't know if any of us really did. So it's really cool for us to come out and get the opportunity to show people, what to do.
This year we're specializing in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch, and if the club gains enough attention, we will be able to branch out into other types of games.
There's a league for high schools in Georgia,
Okay.
and if we get to finals, then that'd be really cool.
Right now, short-term goals, just get our feet on the ground. We work with an online system with the state, so to match us up against other high schools. So my short-term goal right now is get my feet on the ground, get familiar with that system, and help the kids have fun. That's my goal. Long-term, I would love to see this program go on ad infinitum. So I would love to do this for years to come. That's my long-term goal. Of course, I'm gonna get those rings, but my long-term goal is to create a program that is long-lasting.
Sports is anything that like stimulates and like you have to work for it, right? So I would classify chess as a sport. It can be a sport without being physical.
Well, I'd say it's definitely like a sports activity because you cooperate with the team and you give constructive criticism and you help people improve, which is different than just playing games. You're working together to be the best team you could possibly be.
To me, what makes it a sports activity is that students work together to achieve a common goal. And in regards to Smash Brothers, which is the game that we're playing, it's to beat down the other opponent. So they work together. They need to know each other in regards to who they pick as characters. So there's a lot of strategy involved. There's a lot of teamwork involved, a lot of communication, and those are all hallmarks of a sport.
So as far as like esports being an actual sports activity, I think what it is it's a lot of interacting with other people and trying to find out solutions to like problems, like whether it's in-game or say for like another sport like soccer or something, you're trying to get around people, do things. So that's one aspect of it. Another one is that there's a competitive nature behind it, because having the ability to compete with other people, that kind of puts a drive and an intrinsic motivation for a lot of people. And then also getting results on top of that, because like we have a power ranking system for all of our players, which we like determine based on like wins and losses and stuff. So that kind of thing. It's, I think, just mainly the competition makes it really more of like a sporting event than anything.
And I think usually people make the argument that there's not as much physical activity as in other sports, which is true. But in the same way that you consider chess to be a sport, it doesn't have to be physical activity to be a sport. And we play more traditional sports. I'm a basketball player, I ran cross country. He fences. Like we did sports, so you can take our word for it. It's a competition. Yeah. It's a sport just like everything else is. It's just not.
I think it's harder than fencing in my opinion. But like,
you're working out your mind.
Yeah.
You are in other sports too, but this one is, it's your mind, your reflexes, your hands. There is a lot going on, even physically, that's just different from other sports.
Well, while competing, I usually get focused by deep breaths. Just chill out, make sure I stay analytical for my main strategy, which is a battle of conditioning. Especially in Smash Brothers, which is the game we're playing, its patterns are in everyone's gameplay, and taking advantage of that is the best way to punish their mistakes and win.
I like to put on my music. It gets me zoned in, and take some deep breaths, calm down.
So for me, high school esports wasn't an option, so I never had the chance to compete. I was very passionate about Smash Bros. For a long time, for many years, like as early as like middle school. Like I was very passionate about the game. Didn't have the opportunity to ever compete. There was nothing around me. So when I got to Athens, I got to UGA. I found out that there was a Smash scene, there were Smash tournaments, and I decided to start showing up. The people were great, made some very fast friends, and just decided that I wanted to commit myself to the group.
I've always been into games. Like I used to play a lot of League, Valorant, Terraria, you name it, I probably played it, Monster Hunter. But when I got to UGA, I was like, hey, I'm a little bit lonely, right? I don't really know what I'm gonna do on weekends. I don't know how I'm gonna meet people and find new friends and whatnot. But one of my buddies, he was already in the scene. He was talking to me and he was just like, hey, you should come to these tournaments that we have every Sunday. And I went to that, and then everyone there was just super friendly and they were just great people, so I just hung around with them.
I think the best thing that they should know about this team is that it's a chance to grow. It's a chance to take the next level instead of just having a hobby. It transforms it in more of, a dedicated environment where you can really improve at your gameplay.
If we have people who want to come in and practice with us, we host practices on Mondays, and anyone who wants to play Smash can come hop in for a couple games.
You can always follow CCHS Athletics on Facebook and on Instagram. We have our own Twitch page at CCHS_gladiators. You can like and subscribe, follow, give us those follows. You can catch us. We stream our scrimmages, we stream our practices, and we're gonna stream our matches.
So I guess I wore the perfect shirt for this. DreamHack is like a big yearly tournament that happens in Atlanta. This one and MomoCon are like the two big tournaments that happen in Atlanta. UGA always gets a group to go out to those. And of course, every Sunday we have our tournaments called Name Pending in the Miller Learning Center on UGA campus. We just have a lecture hall. We show up, we get 50 people, around 50 people, 60 plus for the entire event. But for Smash Bros, we get around 50 people. And we just, every Sunday, go there, play the game, hang out. It's a lot of fun.
It's a great time, yeah.
So every Sunday we have 2 Twitch channels that stream our Name Pending tournament. There's UGA eSports and UGA Smash, all one word for both of those. We also post clips to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all under just UGA eSports. You can just find us by looking that up.
Ooh, that's a real tough one. Coming out as a representative working with people for Smash. Yeah, probably no, Smash. Smash, I love it.
I think in terms of like what I've played the most, if you would say the one that's kept me coming back the most, it's definitely Smash. But I actually, when I say my favorite games, I mean the ones that have affected my life the most. And of course Smash has, but in terms of the way I think about life and the way that I approach things, I really think like Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear Solid 3 are 2 of my favorite games. I also love the Fire Emblem series, so just generally, those would be my picks.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Honestly, probably Minecraft. It's pretty basic, but I like it.
My favorite game of all time would probably, this is a basic answer, but I think it's gonna have to be Minecraft, because it's very popular, and that allows a lot of friendships to grow on that game. So I've had a lot of good times on it and met a lot of people, and I don't think I would be able to do that with any other game.
My favorite game of all time, I'm gonna have to say Final Fantasy VI. Is my favorite game of all time.
Thank you everyone for watching and listening to our newest episode of Studio 595. Another big thanks to the Clarke Central eSports team and the UGA eSports team for being a part of this episode.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we hope that you look forward to more interviews like that. We have some more interviews on the way. And as we transition from summer to fall, we would like to wish you a wonderful start to the new season.
Spooky season.
And until we see you next time, I have been producer Alex.
I'm Jules.
And I'm Owen.
This has been Studio 595.